What's your leadership style? How do you engage with your team to actually get them doing the things that need to be done? It's a great question, and it's often asked in interviews for leadership jobs, actually, so you need to have an answer for it. And today I'm going to talk you through two leadership styles, a model that divides leadership up into two different styles called X and Y, and we're going to talk through those today here at the Leadership Jetway. Hello, I'm Ben. I'm all about helping new leaders get off to a flying start on their leadership journey, and I do that by sharing some of the best things I've learned in 15 years of actually doing leadership, and I do it here on YouTube, and also I've created a website called leadershipjetway.com with a whole pile of free resources for new leaders to help you get going. So go and check that out. I'd love to see you over there. It's all free. You don't have to create an account or sign in or anything. It's just there for you. Go and check it out. But yeah, leadership styles. What's your leadership style? Well, this model that splits things into X and Y basically has two halves to it, two sides to the story. The type X side of the story is about directing and controlling things. So it's kind of like the captain's chair model or the I'm in charge model, where you're sitting there and you're giving the orders. You do this, you do that. Please get that done by that date. Where are we with that project? What's going on with this? Right, really kind of I'm in charge, here's what you do, get it done please model. And firstly, it's quite old-fashioned, and most of the time these days, not an approach I'd recommend. Secondly, every now and again you need it, and so don't throw it away completely. I'll talk about that in a minute. The second type Y, is actually all about engaging and enthusing and empowering and encouraging and challenging and supporting your team. Okay, in that model, the job of the leader is not to say you do this, you do this, you do this. The job of the leader is to say, this is what we're trying to achieve. Isn't it exciting? Let's go after it. You lot figure out the best way for us to go after it. And that feels much more leadery to me. The leadership is in creating the clarity about what we're trying to achieve together, setting the priorities, charting the course, and then letting the team figure out how best to navigate it. Okay? And there's lots of research that shows what people really value in the workplace is autonomy and control over their work, over how they do their work, when they do their work, understanding how it contributes to the bigger picture. And all of that suits a type Y leadership approach, where you set the challenge, create the environment in which you know what you're trying to achieve, everybody's up for it, and they're working together to achieve it. So 9 times out of 10, type Y wins. You want to be the leader that creates enthusiasm around what you're trying to do together and give people freedom to work out how to do it. But every now and again, a little bit of type X is needed. Couple of reasons. One, some circumstances just respond better to a type X type approach. And one of the things you have to do as a leader is work out, when is this a moment for type X? Okay. Often it's in a crisis situation. When an emergency happens, somebody needs to step in and say, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. Now, as far as you possibly can, lean on your team, get them to be telling you what they think they should be doing and make sure they're right. But every now and again, you need to say, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, let's get on with it. Sometimes the circumstances demand it. Okay. Second reason is some people respond better to that approach. I had this once with somebody I was working with. I tried all of the engage and enthuse bit, all of it, wasn't getting anywhere. Suddenly, when I actually, out of frustration, I just said, look, can you please get this done in this way by this deadline? And they went, oh, why don't you just ask? And did great work, did fantastic stuff. So bear in mind that every now and again, someone on your team will respond better to that. And there's a balance to be struck about coaching them out of that and getting them to the place where they're being self-directed and self-motivated. But also, on the other side of that balance, giving that person on your team what they need to succeed. The minute I flipped a switch and moved into Type X mode, the colleague I was talking about gave better work than they had done in months. And so I stayed a little bit Type X with that person to actually keep them going and keep them delivering good stuff. It's what they needed. So, while most leadership books, most leadership coaches will tell you 9 times out of 10, I agree with them, Type Y is the way to go. Create a great environment, create clarity about what you're trying to achieve, and give people the freedom to achieve within that framework. But every now and again, just a little bit of do this by this date now please is really helpful, either for the circumstances or for the person. So don't throw Type X away completely. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by. Go and have a look at leadershipjetway.com. Check out the PDFs, the video workshops, the online course, full online course. It's all free. I want you to have it. Go and check it out, because I'm all about helping new leaders get off to a flying start here at the Leadership Jetway. I'll see you next time. Take care.